Okay, this goes back to a point I mentioned before, but I'd just like to elaborate on it a bit. Enhanced services. There is the potential here to make money, but those services, I think, are going to have to be pretty good, and they might be provided more by third parties that kind of latch on to a traveller once they've made a booking with you. There could be some interesting partnerships in this space. So you own the traveller, but you partner up with companies that have some really funky applications or some really useful value-added services that you could package up and pass on to your customer. This is already happening in the business travel arena. Companies like Lufthansa have an initiative called eFly, which provides a lot of value-added services to their business travel customers. Again, it's undoubtedly good for customer service, but the balance is going to be, do you only use this for customer service, or do you try and monetize it as well? Okay, now this is quite an exciting area. At EyeForTravel, we've actually done a couple of conferences over the last 2 years looking at the growth of ancillary revenues and the potential for travel companies to sell products outside their core product. As most of you probably know, the budget airlines, and particularly Ryanair, are very good at this. Ryanair take it to the nth degree and charge for absolutely everything that isn't your simple ticket, including possibly the toilets in the future. Who knows? But Ryanair are experts at this, and about 18% of their total revenues come from ancillary revenues, so products that isn't the actual flight. I think that mobile has huge potential in this area. The reason being, at the moment, to benefit from those ancillary revenues, you really need to introduce those products in the booking cycle. So if someone's booking an airline, you need to introduce hotels, car hire, insurance, toilets within that booking process in order to get that extra revenue from the customer. However, on the mobile device, as long as you have permission from your customer, then you can start selling them stuff. I mean, I dread to imagine what Ryanair will do with this, but you can start selling them stuff throughout their travel experience. You can start partnering with companies that you know are going to be in the destination that your traveller is going to, and you can start pushing information to them that you think they'll be interested in, and generating significant ancillary revenues from that. It will not be easy, as it hasn't been easy to introduce this into the online channel. There's a lot of hard work involved, not just in the technology, but obviously in making the right partnerships, in getting together with other companies who you could partner with to give these extra products. But if you can do it, then I think there are a lot of opportunities for extra revenue in those initiatives. Okay. So, just to conclude, as I said before, I think there is plenty of growth potential in the Italian online travel market. It's not huge. It's not something that you want to go out and throw your hands in the air and shout about, but it's higher than the European average, and it shows no sign of tailing off. And particularly the accommodation market, I think there are significant opportunities for growth there. Mobile use is growing, and growing pretty rapidly, especially mobile browsing. So I would recommend that everybody in this room seriously considers what they're doing in this channel and what they plan to do in this channel moving forward. I think it's something that can't be ignored, particularly in this marketplace. And there are, as I've alluded to, there are a lot of opportunities to benefit moving forward. Okay. The one issue, and I think this is still an issue for online travel as well, is security and payments. We do conferences about payments as well. It sounds like a dry topic, but It's incredibly important. How are you going to get the money? How are you going to encourage someone to part with money through that device? And how are you going to do it if they don't have a credit card? Are there alternative payment forms that are going to work through the mobile device? All of these questions, I don't have answers for them, but they're things that need to be considered. But finally, I think you just need to experiment. You need to know your product, you need to know your customer, and then go out there, try some things. Don't spend too much money, but certainly get involved, particularly in the mobile channel, and work out what works and what doesn't. And that's me. Thank you very much.
C'è qualche domanda per Simon? Devo dire, lui ha fatto un'analisi. I speak in Italian, then I translate in English. Okay. Oh, no, I speak in English then. I think your analysis was exactly what we are as Italian. First, you told us that we spend a lot of money. And then we are probably not probably, we are the nationality that spend more on traveling on the web, which is nice to know. Then you told also us that mobile phone is huge in this country, and it's probably there. Is gonna be the future of reservation. It's like that.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I think if you can align those two trends, I would say that the people that are booking their travel, or certainly accessing travel information via their mobile phones at the moment, are also the people that are likely to spend more money on the travel product. So when you're thinking about your sales and marketing strategies moving forward, if you can align those two trends, then I think that's potentially the way the market's going to go and where the money's going to be.
All right. Any question from the audience? Nessuna domanda dal pubblico? Vedo una domanda qua. Eccoci. Here we are.
Just trivial questions. Slides availability. Your slides availability.
Sorry?
Where can we have your slides?
We will have all the slides of the presentation of BTO available for everyone who have asked on our website soon. It will take a couple of days.
So in a couple of days, everybody will see.
In un paio di giorni troverete tutte le presentazioni di BTO sul nostro website.
Thank you.
Bene, nessun'altra domanda? So I wish to thank Simon for all the numbers and everything he does. Your research was excellent. Really thank you for that. And we hope to see you soon back at BTO.
I hope to come back. Thank you very much.
Or any of the event of EyeForTravel around.
Can I just say something else as well? I forgot to go on to the last slide. And that gentleman's question reminded me. A lot of that mobile data was included in 2 reports that we produced earlier this year, which are actually available free of charge from EyeForTravelResearch.com. If anybody would like those reports, then please do drop me an email at simon@EyeForTravel.com. It's actually at the end of the presentation as well, so when you get the slides, you can access it. But if you'd like a free report or 2 free reports on mobile in travel, then you can drop me an email and I'll send them over to you.
Grazie.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Simon.
Bye-bye.